Coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the New York Jets and the London Monarchs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
He's got Mingo. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Man in motion left, Mingo. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. Byron Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 3rd down, Cousins. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. That's taken on the 25. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jackson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going to get...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, It was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Cousins now to throw on first down. And that one to the right side and incomplete. But you look at this defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now Jackson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 3rd down and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's London with the football. 2nd down and a yard. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. Now Jackson. Yet again targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Again, Jackson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Partner, you know when we call it a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on first down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Cousins. Gets this complete to Shaheed. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Cousins again. Johnson's got it complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case,
now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he Gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Following the interception, Cousins.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw it. Short pass caught by Henry. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Cousins.
He'll dump this off to H.M.
So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. He can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Cousins feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Cousins. This one thrown underneath to H.M.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
London about set to take over on offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
He's got Mingo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by Mingo right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. C.D. Lamb, a touchdown reception. It was a running back, Elijah Mitchell, who stood out in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Cousins. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane to about the 26 here.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Cousins now. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Xavier Howard. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, Mitchell. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Cousins. Over the middle to Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Cousins.
Throw caught by Achane.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Cousins.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, it's Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Cousins throw into the hands of Henry here.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Cousins to throw it.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They go play action now. Jackson.
That's over the middle and caught by Mingo.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A short throw caught by Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Man in motion left, Mingo. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
To throw is Jackson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mitchell again.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Monarchs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Holding. Offense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And now out come the Jets.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Back to it after the pick six. Cousins.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Cousins again. Johnson's got it complete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, this is Harris. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here's Johnson with a reception. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cousins.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for London,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem